So there's a recession getting underway, and it's gonna be nasty. Kind of like that time you ate tacos at Taco Bell and then yeah, let's just not talk about it. But these are dark financial times that cause even those of us well off to struggle. So if you're feeling that the future's looking a little bleak, you clicked on the right video. I'm going to cover what a recession actually is, why they're a great opportunity as opposed to a financial disaster, what makes me believe we're in one right now, and finally, if you stick around until the end of this video, how you can actually use this sliding economy to your advantage as a chance to get rich. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. So you know how the economy is like a roller coaster, right? Lots of ups and downs. Well, a recession is one of those downs. It's a time when the economy takes a dip and things slow down a bit. But what actually makes up a recession? Well, here are some obvious red flags. Number one is the GDP takes a hit. If the overall economic output of a country starts to drop, that's a big red flag. Number two, unemployment rates go up. If more and more people are out of work, it's not a great sign for the economy. And with that, businesses start to struggle. As the economy slows down, it can be harder for businesses to make ends meet. So if you start to see more businesses closing down, that's a sign of a possible recession. And ultimately, the stock market takes a dive. If the stock market starts to drop, it can be a sign of economic uncertainty and might mean a recession is on the horizon. But here's the thing. Recessions are just part of the economy's natural cycle. They happen and then the economy bounces back. So don't panic. Just keep an eye out for these signs and be prepared. If you've done much research at all into quote-unquote timing the market, you'll know that the time-tested strategy is to buy low and sell high. As you might suspect, a recession is one of the best possible times to invest your money. Why? Well, because as we mentioned, the market is a roller coaster, but there are always highs that follow the lows. Following this logic, buying stocks during a recession gives you a better chance of a rise in value down the line. How far down the line? Well, that's anyone's guess. That's why you shouldn't invest money that you may need to use in the future, because there's no telling how long you'll have to hold, but you can count on the market rising eventually. But don't worry though, we have some in-depth tips for you at the end, so stick around for us to get into what it really takes to profit off of a recession. Though, are we actually going into a recession? Because some people argue that we're already in one. There are a few factors that contribute to an economy going into recession. Let's see which of these match up with the last couple years' events. When it comes to the economy, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that can cause a recession. It's kind of like a perfect storm of different factors coming together. For example, if people start losing their jobs, they'll start spending less money. That can lead to businesses making less money and having to lay off even more employees. This creates a vicious cycle that drags the whole economy down. Another factor that can cause a recession is a decrease in consumer confidence. If people start to feel uncertain about the future, they might start saving more and spending less, which can also have a negative impact on the economy. Additionally, problems in the housing market, like a sudden increase in foreclosures, can also play a role in a recession. When people start defaulting on their mortgages, it can lead to a decrease in the value of homes and create a ripple effect throughout the economy. So it's not just one thing that causes a recession, it's a combination of contributing factors. During the period from 2019 to 2021, the primary factor that led to a recession was the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic caused widespread disruptions to the global economy, leading to widespread job losses, business closures, and a decrease in consumer spending. In response to the pandemic, many governments implemented lockdowns and other measures to slow the spread of the virus. These measures, while necessary for public health, had a significant impact on the economy as many businesses were forced to shut down temporarily. The decrease in consumer spending and widespread job losses created a downward spiral in the economy, which eventually led to our current situation. We, depending on who you ask, are headed towards or are already in a recession. Additionally, the uncertainty surrounding the pandemic and its potential impact on the global economy further contributed to a decrease in consumer confidence, making the economic downturn even more pronounced. The COVID-19 pandemic was the catalyst for our economy receding, for a lack of better words. The pandemic caused widespread disruptions to the global economy, leading to major job losses, business closures, and a decrease in consumer spending. The repercussions of these macroeconomic movements are still being felt. Supply chain disruptions from business closures are still rippling through nearly every industry. Jobs are either slowly being recouped or being lost again as companies trim down their workforce after capitalizing on the 2022 boom. Knowing what you do now about recession, what causes them, and the opportunity they present as an investor, you must be wondering, what can I do to get rich during the recession? The answer isn't quite straightforward. I know it's disappointing, because it's more than just throwing your money into the market all willy-nilly, because life in a recession is less predictable. You have to approach your wealth management with a lot of caution. So I'm going to cover a few key things that you should probably focus on to get rich off a recession like the one we're in right now. For one, to put it simply, you can't put your cash anywhere if there's none coming in. Make sure to keep a steady income. Maintaining your job is the key to allowing you to become rich off a recession. Generating profits from a depressed market can only happen if you don't sell early. Losing your income means needing to pull it from your portfolio sooner. If you lose your job due to the recession, make it your new job to apply daily. Landing a new stream of income will not only keep money flowing into investments while they're cheap, but it will also greatly improve your mental state. In turn, this will keep you from making emotionally charged decisions about your money. This is actually a key point in another video of ours about Warren Buffett's last warning about how to survive the inflation that comes with a recession like this. I highly recommend you to check it out. And not just because it's my video, but it's actually pretty handy. Another piece of advice from the Oracle of Omaha is to cut back on your expenses. Following the same train of logic, less spending means more money for financial security, or if you're already set, lucky you, more money for investing in beaten down stocks. If you find yourself with money coming into the bank during a recession, don't spend it as fast as you get it. Likewise, don't invest all of your money. It's always important to keep cash on hand, especially when things are tight. This does two things. One, it allows you to hold on to your investments knowing that you have liquid, accessible money if needed. Two, it gives you a reserve to pull from if a too good to be true buying opportunity arises. What might these too good to be true buying opportunities be? Well, that's any company that you truly believe to be built tougher than the rest, able to bounce back from a recession or high inflation period stronger than others in its sector. This requires doing solid research and making sure you are picking up a stock that's worth holding for years. Pick something that you know and understand so that you're able to pick up on emerging trends or outdated practices when they become relevant to you buying or selling shares. When a recession hits, all stocks go on sale, so to speak. That being said though, it doesn't mean every stock pick is a good pick. Some companies don't survive a recession or come out of it battered and worse off, so do your due diligence and study your options carefully. Speaking of specific investments, it's actually wise to not get too specific. You may be employed in the airline industry, but that doesn't mean you should only invest in airlines. Being too concentrated on one sector is never a great idea, and a recession may be one of the worst times to put all your eggs into one basket, so make sure to diversify. Consider investing in mutual funds, or at the very least choosing stocks from a wide range of markets. This will help you avoid being burned when airlines shut down and all your stocks go red, for example. So there you have it, guys. A recession is practically inevitable at this point, and many experts think we're already in the beginning phases. Luckily, you chose to come watch this profit protection video, and now you can approach the economy with the means to profit and come out the other side better than before. Thanks for tuning back in, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to support us and the future content we want to bring to you. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.